What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my movie collection for 2016 and the teen section. But first, to clear up a bit of confusion, originally when I shot the stand-up video and the superhero section, I realized I didn't realize until yesterday that they were out of order, and I shot the two videos out of order a few days ago, so that's why I posted the stand-up section first, and the superhero films will go up today. I'm shooting this video on Saturday morning, so as you can see, they're in the right order now. I changed it yesterday, and that's why I posted the stand-up section yesterday. I've been shooting these videos like a few days in advance just to sort of stay ahead of it, so at least every day I have a video to post if I don't shoot on that day. So anyway, they're back in order, and the superhero section will go up today, and the teen section will I'll post tomorrow on Sunday. So let's get started. Up first, we have 10 Things I Hate About You from 1999. Really fun movie based on William Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew. Good young cast: Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Love Allison Janney in this film. Yeah, really fun movie. Good soundtrack. Cool film, that one. Up next, we have Accepted, I think from 2006, with Justin Long and the always lovely Blake Lively. I just watched her in The Shallows last week, which wasn't half bad. And Jonah Hill, one of his early performances. Yeah, good fun movie about a fake college. Alright, up next we have Airborne from 1993. Yeah, good fun movie about a California surfer dude who has to go to like Pennsylvania to live with his aunt and uncle and go to high school there, and he doesn't get along at first. Most notable because it has young performances by Seth Green and Jack Black. I really like the race at the end of that film with the rollerblading sequence, which is a cool sequence. Alright, up next we have American Graffiti. Classic, of course, directed by George Lucas. Probably the best thing he's done outside of Star Wars. Great young cast again. Richard Dreyfuss, Ron Howard. I think Harrison Ford even makes a small appearance in this film. You've got Candy Clark, Mackenzie Phillips, Charlie Martin Smith. Alright, up next we have the American Pie franchise, 3-movie pie pack, the first 3 American Pie films. The first one from 1999, classic, of course. Jason Biggs, Allison Hannigan, Chris Klein, Mina Suvari, Sean William Scott, hilarious as Stifler, Shannon Elizabeth, Tara Reid, just great fun. Eugene Levy is the dad, hilarious. American Pie 2 from 2001, pretty good sequel. And American Wedding, I think from like 2004, not great, that's for sure. I never was a fan of the like American Pie Goes to Bang Camp, the straight-to-video releases, but I did like American Reunion, which I got on Blu-ray from, I think this came out 2012. Fun reunion movie, obviously. Alright, up next we have Better Off Dead, a classic from 1985 with John Cusack and Curtis Armstrong. $2. I love that movie. It's just weird and wacky, and it's a great movie. Up next we have The Breakfast Club, my favorite John Hughes film from 1985. One of my favorite films of the 80s period. Just a fantastic movie, of course, about 5 kids spending a Saturday in detention, of course. Emilio Estevez, Anthony Michael Hall, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, and Judd Nelson, just fantastic. Paul Gleason, great as the principal, the teacher as well, just fantastic. Love The Breakfast Club, great soundtrack, obviously. Just a great movie. Up next we have Bring It On from 2000, guilty pleasure, that's for sure. Love Kirsten Dunst and Eliza Dushku in this movie, and the kid who plays Kirsten Dunst's little brother is hilarious in this film. I love the scenes with him. I'm not a cheerleading fan, and you won't see the Bring It On sequels in my collection, that's for sure. Alright, up next we have Can't Hardly Wait from 1998, I believe. Yeah, good film. Fun movie with Seth Green again, Ethan Embry, Lauren Ambrose, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Peter Facinelli. Yeah, good fun movie. Alright, up next we have Clueless from 1995. Classic, of course, with Alicia Silverstone, Brittany Murphy, Paul Rudd. Yeah, written and directed by Amy Heckerling. Up next we have Dazed and Confused from 1993, just a classic, of course. Yeah, Jason London, Ben Affleck, Matthew McConaughey, Mila Jovovich, Rory Cochrane. So many great young actors who went on to do bigger and brighter things. Parker Posey. So many classic moments. I also have this on Criterion Collection. Just a wonderful film, great soundtrack, just a cool movie. Alright, up next we have Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead from 1991 with Christina Applegate. Yeah, good fun movie. I remember watching this a lot as a kid, before I even really saw her on Married with Children. But yeah, good movie. Very nostalgic, that film. Up next we have Easy A from 2010 on Blu-ray with Emma Stone, wonderful actress, of course, big fan of her. Yeah, really good, fun movie. Alright, up next we have Election from 1999. Great satire on high school elections with fantastic performances by Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick. Chris Klein in the movie as well. Yeah, good film. Probably a good idea to watch that these days with the election coming up. Alright, up next we have Euro Trip from 2004. Yeah, good fun movie. Michelle Trachtenberg, just awesome in this film. Great cameo by Matt Damon, which is a hilarious scene. Yeah, big fan of Euro Trip. Fun film. Up next we have Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Great film from 1982, again written and directed by Amy Heckerling. Of course, like American Graffiti in the 70s and Dazed and Confused in the 90s. So many good young actors in this film who went on to bigger things. Of course, Sean Penn as Spicoli, just fantastic. Jennifer Jason Leigh, Phoebe Cates, the Phoebe Cates getting out the pool scene, just iconic. Judge Reinhold, just a classic film. Forrest Whitaker in that film as well. Just a great movie, Fast Times. Alright, up next we have Ferris Bueller's Day Off from 1986. Another one of my favorite John Hughes films. Matthew Broderick's probably best performance. I think he's fantastic in this film. Mia Sara and Alan Ruck, great. Jeffrey Jones as the principal. Edie McClurg, just a great film, great soundtrack. Ferris Bueller. I have the Ferrari from that car, from that film. I have a diecast model of the Ferrari. Just a great looking car. Up next we have Freaky Friday from 2003, I believe, with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Up next we have The Girl Next Door from 2004. Yeah, interesting film with Emile Hirsch and Alicia Cuthbert. Timothy Olyphant, really good in this film. Interesting storyline. Of course, about a high school guy who falls for the girl next door, and she's a former porn star. Interesting film. Up next we have Go. Fantastic movie, directed by Doug Liman, from 1999 with Katie Holmes, Sarah Polley, Jay Moore, Scott Wolf. Yeah, just a great young cast, again set on New Year's Eve, or it's like Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's around Christmas, and then at the end of the film the guy asks at the end, so what are we doing for New Year's Eve? Really cool film. Go. Up next we have Heathers from 1989. Fantastic movie, of course, with Winona Ryder, Christian Slater, and Shannon Doherty. Just amusing myself now. Up next we have John Tucker Must Die from 2007, something like that, 2006. Yeah, good young looking female cast. Sophia Bush, Brittany Snow, Ariel Kebbel. Fun movie, that one. Up next, we have Johnny Be Good from 1988. Anthony Michael Hall is a football player, and there's a fucking bumblebee or something like buzzing around right there. Sorry about that. Robert Downey Jr. and Uma Thurman. You probably hear it in the background, and then it's like right fucking in front of me. God damn it. Up next, we have Kids from 1995. Really dark and great film, directed by Larry Clark. Young cast again. Chloe Sevigny, I remember she was in this. Great soundtrack by The Folk Implosion. Not a film I want to watch all the time, though, that's for sure. Up next, we have License to Drive from 1988. One of my favorite films growing up, with the two Coreys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, who's awesome in this movie. Heather Graham as Mercedes Lane, was just in love with her back in the day. Yeah, really fun movie. Love that film. Oh, these are stuck together. Lucas, another great film with Corey Haim from 1986. Charlie Sheen, Kerry Green, and Winona Ryder. Just a fantastic movie. Heartbreaking ending. Just a great movie. Up next, we have Mean Girls from 2004. Yeah, great performance by Lindsay Lohan. Probably my favorite thing she's ever done. Yeah, Tina Fey, who wrote the script for the film, really good in the movie as well, alongside Rachel McAdams and Amanda Seyfried, who went on to bigger and better things, that's for sure. And Lindsay, not so much. Up next, we have Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist from 2009 with Michael Cera and Kat Dennings. Not a great movie, but good soundtrack, and I like the two leads. Yeah, I've always liked Michael Cera and Kat Dennings. Up next, we have Not Another Teen Movie from 2001. Not a great movie. Chris Evans, pretty funny though. I remember I used to talk to Chris Evans back in the day when this movie came out, before he became a big star in Captain America and so on. Jamie Presley, Mia Kirshner. Yeah, pretty fun film. I generally hate those parody movies that came out in the 2000s, like Epic Movie and Date Movie, but Not Another Teen Movie's pretty good out of those bunch. Up next, we have The Outsiders. Yeah, great film. Produced by Francis Ford Coppola, from 1983. Great young cast again. Patrick Swayze, Matt Dillon, C. Thomas Howell, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe. Just a great movie. Diane Lane, just fantastic. Up next, we have The Perfect Score from 2004. Good fun movie about the SATs with Chris Evans again, Scarlett Johansson, and Erica Christensen. Up next, we have The Perks of Being a Wallflower from 2012. Great movie, yeah, on Blu-ray with Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Ezra Miller. Yeah, really enjoyed that film. Up next, we have Porky's from 1981, just a classic, the one-size-fits-all edition. Up next, we have Pretty in Pink from 1986, classic Molly Ringwald, of course, with John Cryer and Andrew McCarthy, Elias Koteas. Sorry, he's not in this film, I'm thinking about a different one. Next, we have Project X from 2012. Yeah, just a big, massive party movie. I love how on the front of this Blu-ray there's the like disclaimer saying the events portrayed in this film are fictional and they shouldn't be attempted. That's interesting that it's on the front of this movie. Up next, we have Pump Up the Volume from 1990, classic with Christian Slater and Samantha Mathis. Love the soundtrack to this film. Great movie about a high schooler who hosts a pirate radio show, and it causes an uproar within his high school set in Arizona. Fantastic soundtrack, just a great film, just a great Generation X film that I grew up watching in high school. Up next, we have Revenge of the Nerds, Penny Raid Edition, of course. Great film. One of my favorites of the 80s, with Robert Carradine and Anthony Edwards. Curtis Armstrong as Booger, just hilarious. You've got Ted McGinley, who went on to star in Married with Children as the high school football quarterback. John Goodman as the football coach, great. And Donald Gibb as Ogre. Just a classic, great party movie, Revenge of the Nerds. Up next, we have Risky Business from 1983 with Tom Cruise and Rebecca De Mornay. Just a fantastic film. Directed by Paul Brickman. Up next, we have Road Trip from 2000 with Breckin Meyer and Sean William Scott. Yeah, good fun movie. Not a fan of what's his name. God, I fucking hate that guy's Tom Green. Yeah, never been a fan of Tom Green, but he's okay in this film. Amy Smart, good and sexy in that movie as well. Up next, we have Say Anything from 1989. Classic, of course, with John Cusack and Ione Skye. Great soundtrack. Yeah, written and directed by Cameron Crowe. John Mahoney, really good as well in that film. Up next, we have School Ties from 1992. Great movie with Brendan Fraser as a Jewish high school football quarterback who comes to an all-Catholic prep school and is met with racism. Yeah, great young cast. Chris O'Donnell, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. Just a really good film. Up next, we have Senior Trip from 1994. Really fun, stupid party movie with young Jeremy Renner in the film as sort of the lead stoner. Tommy Chong as well. Yeah, fun movie. Matt Frewer as the principal, good as well in that movie. Great soundtrack to that film as well that I have. Shit. Back in the right place. Let's do some organization here. 16 Candles from 1984, another John Hughes classic with Molly Ringwald, Anthony Michael Hall. Just a great film again. Some Kind of Wonderful from 1987 with Andrew McCarthy, Leah Thompson, and Mary Stuart Masterson. This is the film I was thinking of with Elias Koteas. He's really good in this movie. Yeah, again, directed by Howard Deutsch. Up next, we have The Spectacular Now from 2014, I believe, or 2013 on Blu-ray with Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. Yeah, really enjoy these two young actors. Great young actors of today. Yeah, really good film. Interesting about a girl who sort of befriends a guy who's a bit of a drunk. He's like the party guy at school, but he's got a problem. Yeah, really good film. Loved the performances in that movie. Up next, we have St. Elmo's Fire from 1985. The Brat Pack Goes to College. Yeah, great cast. Obviously, Emilio Estevez, Rob Lowe, Andrew McCarthy, Demi Moore, Judd Nelson, Ali Sheedy, Mare Winningham, and Andy McDowell. Up next, we have The Stoned Age from 1994. Better than Dazed and Confused? I do not think so. It's a fun movie, though. I still enjoy it. My sister hates this film when she saw it, but I like this movie. It has its moments. It's got some good nudity, and that's always a plus in my book. Alright, up next we have Superbad from 2007, of course. Great movie with Jonah Hill and Michael Cera. Christopher Mintz-Plasse, of course. Emma Stone, wonderful. Yeah, Seth Rogen, who co-wrote the script. Yeah, just a great film, Superbad. God, I'm like dropping shit as well. Up next, we have a double feature of Teen Wolf from 1985, of course, classic with Michael J. Fox, and Teen Wolf 2 with Jason Bateman. Up next on Blu-ray, we have the To-Do List from 2013. Yeah, good fun film with Aubrey Plaza, Johnny Simmons, Bill Hader, Andy Samberg, Donald Glover, Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Yeah, I enjoyed this film. I liked Aubrey Plaza's performance in that movie. Up next, we have Weird Science, another John Hughes classic, of course, with Anthony Michael Hall. Ellen Mitchell-Smith and Kelly LeBrock. Of course, Bill Paxton Great as the older brother, and Robert Downey Jr. has a small appearance as well, who's really good in this movie. Yeah, fun movie, Weird Science. I've always enjoyed that film. Up next, we have Welcome to the Dollhouse from 1996. A great movie directed by Todd Solondz. Up next, we have Whatever It Takes from 2000. Yeah, good fun film. James Franco is really the only guy who went on to bigger and better things, but yeah, good fun high school movie. And last but not least, we have Zapped from 1982 with Scott Baio and Willie Ames. Yeah, fun movie about a kid who gets telekinetic powers in high school and then uses them to basically take off women's clothes. Yeah, silly and stupid, Zapped, but it's a fun film. So that is the teen section. Thank you for watching as always. Up next will be the thriller section, which is in my bedroom. So this is the final part of what I have out here in the living room. So I won't go over to the bedroom just to show you a preview of that like I normally do. So the next time you'll see me, it'll be in my bedroom, and I'll be showing you my thriller section. So thank you for watching, and until then, I'll see ya. Bond. James Bond.